You see my screen na ba? Okay, sa wakas, naayos din. Nakaka-stress. Okay, so yeah, for our 2 hour plans, so last time we studied the VLE, the modified, the use of modified routes law, the routes law. I hope we finish the iterations, no? So, some were asking before kung pwedeng gamitin yung Proud's law equation sa paggamit ng modified, no? If we are to, let's say we are approaching to the real value of your, you can't use that. Pero, if ever naman na magkakalayo yung choices, so I guess it is safe to use the Raoult's law of equation for the modified routes, no? Pero if, again, if you are into the true value, you cannot use that. Okay? So, so meron tayong isa pang technique na ginagamit, no, for this, no. It is the so-called the VLE from the K-value correlation. Okay? So, ano yung tinatawag nating VLE from the K-value correlation? Okay? So, we have here, no, when we think about K value, it is just the value of the K, no? So, Ki, no, this is the value of the Ki, which is in return is just the Yi over the Xi. Okay? So, ano yung sinasabi natin ng ating K value correlation? The K value correlation or the power Ki is just, no, it is just the let's say measurement of the of lightness, no. What is the measure of lightness? Ibig sabihin gaano kagaan, no. Gaano kagaan yung ating material para ito ay maging ma-vaporize, no. So mean to say if you have, no, let's say here, X, diba? Meron ka ditong substance, gaano ba siya kagaan to vaporize, no? So it's again parang somewhat relative to the term relative volatility, no? So this is just our key value is this is just the lightness of your component, okay? So meaning to say, kung magaan, no? Kung magaan yung vapor phase natin, ibig sabihin gino-govern niya. Ibig sabihin, if malaki yung value ng yi natin na computed, let's say your yi is, basta malaki yung yi mo, yi is larger than the ki by, let's say, huge amount. Therefore, uh, um, your vapor phase, no, is like, uh, mas malaki, let's say, meron kang isa lang component mixture. Okay. So, kapag mataas yung yi natin, ang tendency niya, ibig sabihin, yung system natin mas vapor rich, no? Vapor is rich, no? Ibig sabihin, mas madaming molecules or mas madaming number of moles dun sa vapor phase natin as compared to your liquid phase. This is just the indicator. Meanwhile, if mas mataas naman yung xi natin, therefore, ang magiging ano niyan is mas mabigat yung compound. Ibig sabihin, wala siyang masyadong tendency to volatilize, no? So, if you will be relating this equation to the so-called Raoult's law natin, no, our Ki is just the ratio of the saturation pressure over the pressure of the system. Okay? So, again, kung mas gaan to, no, kung alin yung kung mas malaki yung value ng numerator natin, ibig sabihin, magaan yung ating substance. So, magaan yung material na meron tayo. So, kung modified naman, so for modified routes law, inaano ko lang ng speed run ko lang kasi hindi naman ito masyadong gamitin. But you just need to know how it is being used, no? So again, for the modified routes, so dahil naglayo siya sa ideality, you will just add the gamma or our gamma, no? To indicate that it is somewhat modified routes, no? So dito, okay. So when you take the sum, if given tayo ng x values, no? If given tayo ng xi values, the summation dapat of our ki times xi is equivalent to 1. So, kasi we are approaching equilibrium. Later on, makikita nyo kung ano yung sinasabi ko kapag nag-sample problem tayo. And the summation, kung y values naman yung hinahanap natin, the summation of y values over ki is equivalent to 1. So, later, magkaiba sila ng usage. Okay. So, however, no, however, this key value correlation is only applicable, no, only applicable to light hydrocarbons. When I say light hydrocarbons, applicable lang siya sa methanes, ethane, sa propane, until hanggang mamine, no, sa mga gases natin, which are gases, di ba? Technically, they are really light. No, instead of solving it using the Raoult's law or the modified Raoult's law or the Henry's law. So there's a shortcut na ginagamit para makapag-solve tayo ng mga gases. Kasi if ever you will be utilizing like the use of the Raoult's law or something like that, medyo mahaba yung calculation, di ba? They were in fact gases naman yan. So nagkaroon ng na device, no, na, like nagkameron ng parang analysis, no, na ganito yung relationship ng gases natin kapag chine-check natin yung kanyang equilibrium conditions. Okay, and that is the start of the use of the Priester chart or the equation figure 2-10. So I will be sharing this figure 2-10. So dito na makikita yung sinasabi ko kanina na may relationship yung yi, yung ki, mga ganun natin. Present something else. This one also. For ninth ed, kita nyo ba? For ninth ed users, kita ba natin? Kita ba natin for ninth ed users, the Debrister chart, no? So you just need to go there, no? You have there a function of, okay, this is a function of temperature and pressure, right? If you will be seeing, no, in your left side, there is a function of pressure, and the right side, there is a function of temperature. So the temperature is in degrees Celsius, your pressure is in kPa, and this sinasabi ko na light hydrocarbon gases natin. Okay? So, yeah. So, paano siya ginagamit? So, now, I have the example. Babalik ko sa example. Okay? Okay. Ano? Ah, catch up na lang ako. Kung ano pumapayag sila na pwede natin gamitin yung harap mo. Na pwede natin gamitin yung facility. Pwede naman, sabi ng Rose. Ay, hindi naman loob eh. Babalik ka na naman. Wait lang guys, ginugulo ako ng mga taga-office. Pwede na, na lang, chat tatawagan ko na lang. Ay, sa message na kita. Ah, thank you, bye. Umuwi na kayo, bye. Oh, hindi kayo pinapauwi ko. So, alright. So, meron tayong problem dito from your wellness din, no? So, meron ka doon mixture ng 10% na methane, no? 20% ethane, 70% na propane. So, you don't know if the 10% is ano ba siya, XI ba siya or YI. Sinabi lang, mixture. Diba? So, ang at 50 degrees Celsius. So, at 50 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit, no? It is just somewhat equivalent lang din, diba, by conversion. Kasi ang depister natin as in Celsius, convert na natin around 10 degrees yata. Okay, around 10 degrees Celsius. Okay? So, sir, ito ba bang point 1, point 2, and point 3 natin were like x1, x2, or x3? So, we don't know. It depends sa kung ano ang ating hinahanap, no? So, pinapahanap sa atin dyan sa unang problem is the dew point pressure. Dew point pressure lang. So, yeah. When you talk about the dew point pressure, nalilito din ko sa so, ibig sabihin, no, in your VLE, okay, so you have here the XY diagram. Wait lang. Okay, may kakausapin lang ako. Need lang. Okay, I'm back ulit. No? Super busy lang talaga ng OAT, no? Ang dami nangyayari. Okay. So, yeah. Ako po. Okay. So, given tayo ng temperature, so therefore, this is somewhat a TXY diagram, right? No? And in our TXY diagram, di ba? Now, when we increase the temperature, no? Ang magiging mukha ng ating ganan is somewhat ganito, right? Diba? So, at increasing temperature, no? So, pangit ng tikaw, no? Ang increasing temperature, no? Yung tendency ng ating substances is what? To vaporize. So, therefore, um, yeah, if we are dealing with the dew point pressure, hinahanap natin ng dew point pressure, na hinahanap natin yung pressure na kung saan mag-occur yung unang let's say, kung saan yung vapor natin is somewhat mag-turn into liquid, no? Kung saan siya magka-condense, yun yung hinahanap natin. So therefore, meron tayong given na what? Na vapor phase, right? So therefore, this equation, no, this is just, not the x1, not the y1, but the y1, y2, and y3. Okay, again, hinahanap sa natin is the dew point pressure. It is the pressure kung saan yung ating substance is slowly or nag-start na maging liquid. So, yeah. So, ibig sabihin meron tayong given na y1, y2, and y3. So, therefore, dapat po pala, sir, ang magiging summation natin ng y to I over ki is equivalent to 1. So, yeah. Yeah, ganun ang magiging notion natin. No? So, meron na tayong yi, so we will be getting the ki. So, paano natin makukuha si ki? Babalik tayo ano yung tawag ko nila? Ng Deprister chart. Babalik tayo ng Deprister chart. Present something else. Okay. So, in your Deprister chart, no, meron tayong values ng mali ang nabuksang ko. Okay. Meron tayong values ng temperature sa left, right, and ano, sorry. Sir, wala po tayong pressure. So, anong gagawin natin? So, ang gagawin natin sa Deprister chart is what? Mag-a-assume tayo ng pressure. So, yeah. Medyo assume ang ganap natin dito na. So, you have your point here. Di ba? Meron kang 10 degrees Celsius as per kanina. 10 degrees Celsius, right? 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, meron kang 10 degrees Celsius. So, ang tendency natin is mag-assume ng value ng pressure, no? Para mag-get natin yung KI natin. So, sabi ko, what if yung pressure niya is around, ito assumption ko lang to, no? Around 500. Assumption lang, assumption. Around 500. So, magtutuldok ka ng dalawang yan, no? So, assumption natin 500. So, now, what you are going to do is what? To draw a line from the 500. Alisin ko na kasi nawawala. From your 500, okay, to 10. Okay? So, you will just connect the points from 500 to 10. So, ano na gagawin? So, you will be locating your what? Your um, substances. In this case, you have a methane, di ba? So, kukunin mo lang yung points na yan. So, with here, no, kukunin mo lang yung points na to. No? Ay, mali. Ito. No, it is around 21, 2, 3, 4, 24, right? 24. So, susulat mo sa kabila, no? 20. Oh, hirap na magsulat dito. Nakakainis. So, 24. Sige. Note nyo na lang ha, 24. Then, kukunin nyo yung ethane natin, which is around 4. Di ba? And then, your propane. Your propane is around 1.1. Okay? So, yeah. Uh-huh. So, saan na nakuha no? 24, 4, and 1.1. Okay? Nakuha ba? Nakuha ba yung part na yon? Nakuha yung part na yon? Kung paano nakuha yung 24, 4, and 1.1? Right? Diba? So, madali naman, no? So, now you will be getting the summation, no? So, we have here the 0.1 over 24 plus 0.2 over 1, 4, diba? 4 to, then 0.7 over 1.1. So, kung ano yung maging summation nito, no? If you will be getting this, okay, if you will be getting this one, okay, 24 plus 0.84. Ano ka na ba? Ay, okay. Late na ako. Some case, ano, inaano ako, 1 point. So, if you will be getting, umuwi siya, babalik siya mga, ano ko umuwi siya? Ito naman, bago talaga. So, you will be arriving to a value of 0.6905. Okay? Diba? Hindi yung nakuha natin. So, therefore, malayo tayo sa 1. So, therefore, yung inassume nating pressure is not the pressure na hindi siya yung pressure ng system natin. Ay, so ang sunod yung gagawin is mag-a-assume ulit kayo ng panibagong pressure. Sir, sa Jabang ganun, wala bang shortcut dito? Wala. Wala. Ito na yung hindi nyo pwedeng i-ship solve. Okay? Kasi it's not ship solvable. Kasi graph to eh. Sige, paano tayo mag-ship solve ng graph? Diba? So, balik tayo ulit dito. So, minamadali ko ng very light, no? Kasi kailangan ko ma-open yung sunod na topic. So, our next point. So, di ba, pag in-increase mo yung pressure, no, ang tendency ng gases is mag-liquefy. So, kasi mataas pa yung vapor phase natin, right? So, ililiquefy pa natin siya. So, itataas pa natin yung pressure niya. So, let's try a higher pressure. Let's say 700. No? Bakit di ako makapagpindot? The 700, tapat nyo lang ulit sa 10. Okay? Tama? So now, no, makukuha natin for your methane. So we have here 15.3, right? For methane, 15.3. Tama? No, 15.1234. Nga, 15 point, hindi, 16 pala. 16, 17, 18 pala, sorry. 18. No? 18 to. Your methane is 18. Okay, so for ethane, natin is 2.1234567 2.8, around ganun, no? So, it's 18 to 0.8, and for propane, that's just, I think, 0.85, something there, no? So, pagalingan lang magsipat, 18 to 0.8, 0.85. 18 to 0.8, if you will be using that, what is the value of your KI? What's the summation? That's 2.8, rather. 2.8 plus 0.7 divided by 20. So, what is the value of the summation? What is the value? So, hindi ko na siya inilipat kasi parang malayo pa din ako. No? Tama ba? Anong nakuha niyong value ng summation? Gamitin niyo is 18 to 0.8 pa 0.85. 0.9005. So, ibig sabihin lumalapit na tayo. No? So, isa pang try, para makuha lang natin, pag nag-99 na yan, okay na. Isa pang try, sorry. So, try natin, kasi nasa 0.9 na tayo, ilapit pa natin, let's say, 850. Sabi ko lang, 850 lang. Okay. Or, 850 lang. Sabi pa din naman, 850, no? 850 kPa, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so with that, now we need to use something like, medyo napababa ako dito naman, no? So, yeah. So, it's around 11 to 13, that's 14.5. You can assume it's 14.5. No, 14.5. So, this one is 2.4. 2.4. Then, this one is 0.7. 0.7, diba? So, 14.5. 14.5 plus 2.2, 2.4 plus zero point 0.7 over zero point 0.7. So, medyo malaki naman, no? 1.092, right? Friday, 3 to 5. Okay. So, this one is 1.0902. Oh, sino? Oo nga, ngayon daw talaga siya. So, oo, ngayon week talaga kami mag-ano. So, medyo napalaki. Ano, so, buhayin ko lang tong isa para medyo ano tayo. So, ibig sabihin, medyo itaas natin. So, parang kung hindi siya nasa 700, hindi siya nasa 850, baka nasa 800 siya. Diba? Ganun lang. No? Nasa 800, iangat lang natin. No? Medyo magulo na, no? So, it's 16, no? 16. Tapos, ang isa natin is, ang gulo na nito. 2.6. Yata, 2.6. Tapos, ano to? Point, oh my god, naduduling, 0.8. Baba naman. Nalilito ako. I need to erase that thing. Ito. Paano ko siya i-erase? Paano ko mag-i-erase dito? Paano ko mag-i-erase? Ba't ako pwede mag-erase? Yan. Alisin ko lang ng konti. Ano, kasi nalito ako. Okay, alam ko sinusumpa niya na ako. Pero wag muna. Mamaya niya pa ako sumpa. Or sa next meeting. Okay. So, I have here line. So, mag-ano na lang tayo. Let's say, ano sabi ko, 700 at 850. So, around dito tayo. Okay, so this is around 16, no? 16, tapos ang FA natin is 2.6. Yeah, 2.6. So, ang ating propane ay 0.78. 16, 2.6.78. No, medyo malayo, pero again, somewhat malapit na dyan yung value. You will be using, if you will be using 16, 2.6 tsaka 0.78. 0.78 nga ba? Baka medyo napataas ito ng konti. So it's just points, no, it's at points 7, 2, 4, no, 0.6, 76. Zoom in nga natin. Okay, nasaan yan? Ito. Nasaan ang propane? Ito pala. So this one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 0.76 lang pala. Okay? So, what is the value? No, you use 16, 2.6, and 0.76. Yeah, that's 1.002. So, yung mga ganang assumption, kasi pag nagamit tayo ng graph, no, even sa inyong hemata and momenta, graphs were just used for assumptions. So, if it is somewhat close na to the value, no, you can say that the pressure is within that range, no, around 800 kilopascal. That's the equilibrium pressure. Okay? Okay ba? Okay na yan, 1.0042. No, kung gusto ko medyo usi tayo, ayaw natin ng may decimal. Push nyo pa na isa pang sipatan. Wala namang problema sa akin. So with this, no, yun yung maging sagot, around 800 kp. Okay? So I will be like, let's see, gamitin na lang natin. Hindi ko na ililipat pabalik din para isang ano lang. 16, 2.6, 0.76. Okay. So this is around this, no? So it's already equivalent na siya sa 1, which is 1.004. Okay. For the next part, the bubble point pressure. So when we talk about bubble point pressure, so ganun pa din naman. Ganun pa din naman yung gagawin. But this time, ang given natin is xi and xi. So definitely, the summation dapat ng product ng xi and ki natin should be equivalent to 1. Hindi na siya denominator. So, ibig sabihin, kapag pinapataas natin ang value, no, parang malaki din yung naging change, no? So, same process pa din naman yung gagawin. So, here, no, if you will be looking, no, yung points na ginamit natin sa vapor phase, if you will be trying, no, let's say, 0.1 multiplied by 16 plus 0.2 multiplied by 2.4, 2.6, sorry, plus 0.7 multiplied by 0.76, ang lalabas sa atin is around, hindi pala kita, 2.6520. So definitely, yung pressure natin is hindi, no? Is hindi, is sobrang layo sa 800, no? So what are we going to do, no? Sir, gagawin po ba namin, papataasin namin si pressure, papababain namin, no? If you will be checking, no, it is a multiplier, diba? Masan nyo? It is a multiplier. Unit, diba, is the summation of xi, ki, right? This ki is a multiplier. No, by the behavior of it, ano, what are you going to do, diba? If it's a multiplier, therefore, pagtaas nito, tataas din yung summation natin, tama? So therefore, if dun sa 16 pa lang, sobrang laki na natin, it's like 2.65. So we need what? To find the pressure, let's say, higher than the higher than the pressure na meron tayo sa vapor phase, right? Kasi liquid na tayo eh. No, kasi bubble point pressure na. So liquid na tayo. Diba? Okay? So, ibig sabihin, no? Ibig sabihin, yan na. Hindi, yung ating pressure is not in this range, no? Ating pressure is wala dito. Wala dyan. So, baka mas mataas pa siya kasi ang taas ng ating value, right? So, let's try, for example, kasi 2.6 something yan. So, it's like around twice. Mahigit almost twice. So, let's try around, kung twice itong 800, that's 1.6. So, twice. Let's try around 2,000. Again, maglilinya ka lang ulit. Napalaki. Hindi ko makita ang ano. Maglilinya ka lang ulit. 2,000. Okay, 2,000 to 10. No? So you will be checking here the points again. Ulit-ulit lang. Okay? So, at 2,000, yung KI mo sa methane is somewhat 6.2, right? 6.2. Teka lang, ano ko lang, shift step, ano ko lang. Okay. This one is 6.2. Okay. For the ethane, this one is the ethane line, no? It is just 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So, medyo malayo sa 1.3. So, it's just around, let's say, 1.27. Ano ang gusto ko lang. Then for C, the propane line is this one, no? 0.3, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. This 0.3. Now, if you will be getting that, no, ang lumabas sa akin, sana same din sa inyo, is around 1.14 if you will be using 6.2, 1.27, and 0.38. Parehas lang. Parehas ba? Parehas naman. Sana nakakasunod. If parehas naman, so kita natin malaki pa. It's around 1.14 per malapit na. So we can try another value. Okay? So another value lang. Alisin ko lang to kasi nagugulo niya yung aking ano. So ibig sabihin malapit na sa 2,000, no? Let's say 2, 2. Around 2. Mali na naman. Mali ang aking napindot. Nakakainis naman. So around 2. Uh, uh, two, Yeah, tuto natin. So we will be having a value of your Ki for methane around 5.7, 5.8, right? 5.8. For ethane, no, if you will it, ang hirap naman na yan. For ethane, so this one is the ethane line. It's around 1.2. Ang malaki pa dun. And for the methane line, for the propane line, it's 0.35. Okay, so it's somewhat 1.06 pa on my end. So therefore, hindi pa to yung end ng ating trial and error. So ibig sabihin, if you will be using from the 5.8, 1.2, 0.35, hindi pa yun yung sagot natin. Okay? So, try ko ng panibago. So, malapit na 1.06 na, no? So, again, baka naman nandito lang siya sa dito sa 2.3. Baka naman nasa 2.3 lang siya. Nagpapakita pa kasi ito. Ayaw ko ipakita. Ano? Okay. So, yeah, I extended the line. So, if you are 2,300, yung ating, okay. So, you will be having a value here of, okay, if you will be checking, ang hirap naman. It is around 5.4, the okay, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So around 6, 5.6. 5.6. For the ethane, you have 1.5, 5.6, 5.6, 1.5. 1 point, hindi pala siya 1.5, 1.15. So, 5.6, 1.1, 2, sorry, 1.15. So we have the C value of around 0.34. Medyo malaki pa din. Nasusundan ba ako? Nasusundan ba kung paano ginagawa? Nasusundan naman. Kasi hindi na ako nagpapadabalik-balik dito. So, yeah. If nasusundan naman, sige, hindi na ako lilipat dun sa kabilang slide. So, this means 2 is medyo malaki pa. No? Try pa natin ang 2.5. 2.5 na nga tayo. Okay, so extend ko lang. 2.5. So, mangyayari sa atin, that's 2.5. So, meron tayong 5.02 na napababa naman ito. Okay. Ayusin ko nga online para medyo mabilis tayo. Okay. So, we have here 5.3. No? 5.3. Sana naman nakuha na natin, no? 5.3, 1.1, and then 0.34. That's around 90. Just ko nakababa nila. So, yeah. So, let's say 0.35. So, you use 5.3, 1.1, and 0.35. So, medyo nagko-close na tayo sa 1. Tama ba? So, nakukuha ba yung pattern kung paano ginagawa? Kasi ang goal natin is magpa-close siya sa 1. Okay, that's how you use the Diprister chart. Ano? Pero it is only limited lamang again sa light hydrocarbons. Okay? So, huwag na ipilit. Pag baka maghanap kayo dyan ng acetone, wala kayong nakikita. No? Or light hydrocarbons na. Okay. Okay, so nakukuha naman yung pattern ng paggamit ng chart natin. Kasi after nito, we're done for the VLV. No? Balikan na lang natin to after like ilang days. After ilang meeting na lang. No? Kasi kailangan nyo ulit siya sa Solter mo mismo. Okay? So, ganyan lang. Kayo na yung magtuloy ng calculation. Pero yun lang yung maging pattern. Maglagay-lagay lang tayo ng lines. Okay? Present something else. Nagkatopak na naman ng laptop ko. Ayaw na naman yung mag-present ng PowerPoint. Okay. Table number 2.10. 2-10 rather. Figure 2-10. Sa Paris. Page 226 daw. Hindi ko alam. 226 ba? Yeah, 226. So, yung next page no, the page 227, extension lang for other range ng temperature. Per still, yun pa din naman siya. Ano? That's how you use the crystal chart. Yun pa, ganun yun lang yung magsipat. Nakuha naman yun. Okay. So, punta na tayo. I think pwede na tayo mag-move forward. No? So, kayo na lang yung magtuloy. Move forward tayo sa next topic natin, which is the fundamental property relations. So, now, pumapasok na tayo sa totoong, di man totoo, sa concept mismo ng Salter mo. So, ito yung tinatanong before ng iba, naging concern ng iba, bakit iba yung nasa O1 na discussion, iba yung nasa O2. Okay? Yung discussion natin sa discussion ng O1. So, yun nga, sabi ko, inuna lang yun ni Sir Odette, pero still, we will be meeting din naman at some point. You know? So, yeah. So, now, no, kung ano yung diniscuss ng O1 yet last time, ito yung i-discuss natin for ngayon, for today. Okay? So, we have the so-called fundamental property relations, no? So, before beginning the solution thermodynamics, we need to know on the fundamental property relations. So, ano po ba yung fundamental property relations, no? In your thermodynamics, you are like always finding the relationship between the pressure, the temperature, the volume, di ba? Lagi nyo silang nire-relate, without any knowledge or without any, let's say, without any um, idea paano sila nagko-connect, no? So, in discussing thermodynamics and we need to discuss this fundamental property relations para malaman natin ano ba yung relasyon, no? Ano ba mangyayari kung halimbawa itinaas ko yung pressure? Ano yung mangyayari sa temperature at sa volume? Ano yung mangyayari halimbawa kapag tinaas ko, halimbawa nagbago ako ng pressure, maapektuhan niya ba ang internal energy? Di ba? Kapag ba binabaan ko ang temperature, may effect ba siya sa Helmholtz energy? Or kapag let's say, ginalaw ko ba si volume, may effect ba siya sa enthalpy? Yun yung fundamental property relations. And to like, let's say, have a background on the fundamental property relations. Okay? So, I will be introducing to you the tinatawag natin thermodynamics square. Okay, sakit ng likod ko guys. No? Thermodynamic square. So, malamang it's a square. Okay? No? So, having, no, meron tayo sa inside niyan. Okay, meron siyang parang ganun sa gitna. Okay? So, at the corners of your thermodynamic squares, nakalagay dyan yung mga properties na very common gamitin. Yung mga properties na measurable. No? Diba? Meron tayong entropy, meron tayong pressure, meron tayong temperature, and meron tayong volume. Okay? So, in between those, no, dito sa mga pagitan na to, may tinatawag tayong mga energy or the mga, let's say, mga energies nga na normally nagbabago, no? So, in this, no, in this part, you have the A, you have the U, the internal energy, we have the G, the Gibbs, and the H is the enthalpy. Wherein, no, the S is the entropy, V is the volume, T is the temperature, T is the pressure, U is the this is U, no, the internal energy, A is the Helmholtz free energy, G is the gives free energy, and H is the enthalpy. Okay. Or the so-called, collectively known as the battleship. Okay. Baka narinig dito sa ibang section, this is the so-called battleship. So, paano siya naging battleship? Ang pagbabasa natin is from left to right mula sa ilalim, no? We have back with this one, battleship, back. Then, ito tayo, and yan. Yun yung arrangement natin. Ito muna, papunta din papunta doon, and papunta. So, that's the battleship. No? Maybe you are hearing this not sa inyong mga kabatch. Okay. But that's the battleship. Sir, anong relevance niya? Anong essential? Anong essentiality niya, no? So, yung battleship natin, pinapakita niya yung relasyon ng mga basically, yung pinapakita ng battleship is the relationship of this internal, if these energies to the measurable values or measurable variables. No, yung mga measurable variables natin is yung mga variables natin na nasa corner. Okay? Nasa corner natin thermodynamics square, di ba? We can measure the volume, the temperature, the pressure, the entropy is also measurable, right? At some point. Ano? So, with this, no, kapag alam natin itong Vatog sheet, madali yung derivation natin ng mga equations. Okay? So, what do I mean madali po ang derivations ng mga derivations? Derivation ng mga equations, no? Kung halimbawa, binigyan tayo ng system na sinasabi natin na ang given lang ay pressure and temperature. So, ibig sabihin, can we solve ba the other property? For example, can we solve ba the internal energy? So, yun yung papakita ng fundamental property relations, no? Kasi minsan, sinasabi natin, kulang yung given, di ba? Nagkakamera ng instances na kulang yung given. So, dito, pag alam niyo yung thermodynamic square, so talagang mapapatunayan natin na yung given is kulang. No, kung talaga bang kulang yung given natin. That's how you use the battleship. So, okay, for this meeting now, we are going to derive the fundamental property relations and the Maxwell's relations and some other derivations, no? But we will be focusing more on the derivation for the Gibbs free energy. So later on, you will understand why Gibbs free energy yung focus ng ating solution term. Makikita niyo siya later on kung bakit. No, maybe not today, but on Wednesday, on Thursday. So, yeah. To derive the relationship, no, unahin natin ang internal energy. Okay? No? For internal energy natin U, okay? So we have here, I will be redrawing the thermodynamic square, showing only the related variables for your what do you call that, for your this one, no? So you have the internal energy here. So ano pa yung mga variables na kailangan natin? So in deriving the formula, kailangan nyo lagi yung variables na adjacent sa kanya o yung katabi niya. So in this case, ang adjacent sa kanya is the S, right? The entropy and the volume, right? The SUV. No? Aside from that, this S is directly related to this one, to T, di ba? By the means of this arrow. Okay, you will be writing that. Kasi kailangan niya yan later. And this V is directly related to the pressure. Ano? So you have these four variables. No? You have these four variables, no? That is needed for the revision of the formula. Ibig sabihin, kung meron kang apat na variables nito sa isang problem, you will be able to solve the internal energy. No? Same goes, no? Kung meron, yeah, tama. Kung meron kang S, meron kang B, meron kang P, meron kang T, you can solve the internal energy. Yeah. Oh, kung sinabi constant, ito yung may constant na sa mga yun, no? So, pero kung ano ganito yung mangyayari natin dyan, no? To measure the change in internal energy, no? So, you will be looking first on the variables na katabi niya. So, yung variables na katabi niya are directly related sa kanya is the so-called canonical variables. No? They are the variables na directly related sa kanya. Ibig sabihin, kahit anong mangyari, kailangan meron yan. You know? Kahit anong mangyari, kailangan meron siya. So, with this, no, ang writing notation natin, if you have this, no, you will be writing ds. No, ibig sabihin, the change in internal energy is equivalent to the change in entropy and change in volume. Okay? So, yan. So again, ganyan yung isusulat yung canonical variables natin. Okay? So we have here this, we have this. So yung gagawin namin dun sa dalawa pa natin dinagdag, the P and the T. So ganito yung mangyayari. Ano? Your DS, your S is what? Is connected to the T, right? By the means of this arrow. Di ba? So sir, ano po yung ano yan? Ano po ibig sabihin? Inside your thermodynamic properties square kasi meron tayong mga signs na present. Okay? So, the tail of the arrow is positive, no, and the head is negative. Okay? Again, the tail of the arrow is positive, the head is negative. No? So with that, no, kung positive yung tail, negative yung head. So ano po ibig sabihin? No? Ibig sabihin, okay, since yung ating S is ito, di ba? So, yung S natin papunta sa T is positive, di ba? Kasi siya yung source, sa kanya nagmula. Papunta siya sa T. So, therefore, our T, the sign of our T is like positive. So, okay? So, sir, bakit po ganun? Eh, di ba po negative yung T natin? So, even though negative yung T natin, ang fundamental property relations, doon tayo nagbe-base sa source ng changing or ng canonical variable natin. Ano ba yung sign ng canonical variable natin? So, S, no? So, nasa loob, so it's just positive, the tail. So, for the BV, no? The canonical variable D, our canonical variable V is what? Negative. Diba? Negative. Therefore, okay, our P here, we will just be putting negative T PV. So, ibig sabihin, this is the fundamental property relation. No, this is the relationship of our system. Okay, ibig sabihin, the change in internal energy is equivalent, ano, the change of our internal energy is equivalent na sa constant temperature, no, and constant pressure, no, parang ganun. Hindi ko kapag. The change in internal energy is equivalent lamang sa um, product ng temperature and the change in entropy minus the product of the pressure and the varying volume. No? Yun yung sinasabi natin when it comes to the internal energy. So therefore, if you have no, if you have here if you have here a constant volume system, for example, a closed system is a constant volume system. So therefore, if it is constant volume, no? So therefore, wala ka nito. Diba? Magiging zero to if constant volume. So therefore, the change in internal energy natin is equivalent lamang sa TDS or the temperature multiplied the change in entropy. Okay? Nakukuha yung part ng derivation. So, ganun. So, if we will be deriving the other terms of the equation, ako, inaano pa natin, no? We're trying to explain it in a way na derivation part pa lang. Okay, mauuta. Hanggang Thursday tayo mag-derive. Madami yan. Okay, dito na lang. Let's say enthalpy. For enthalpy naman natin, pag hindi tayo malito, okay, again, what is the purpose of this one? It's for you not to forget. Baka kasi mahihirapan, baka kasi ayaw niyo magsaulo, umasa tayo sa index card. I will not be allowing index cards exam. So with this, no, if with this property relations, you will be able to derive the equation if nakalimutan natin. Ano? Okay. Yeah. Now for enthalpy, yeah, you can solve for the change in enthalpy by, so again, write muna natin the canonical variables S and P, right? So the BS and the P. So the signs, no? So the signs of the canonical variables were both positive, right? So positive, positive, no? They are both in the tails. So therefore, the value of our TDS is positive. The value of VDB is also positive. Okay? Nakuha ba yun? Again, pag kung nasan yung canonical natin, that's where you will start yung paggagawa ng inyong that's the limitation of the side. Hindi yung pinagtapusan. Hindi kayo, huwag kayong problema sa tail, sa head. It's the tail that counts. It's the tail that counts. Okay? So next, ano natin, halimbawa, bakit ko magsulat talaga? Or how moves muna tayo? Thermodynamic square. So we have A, we have P, we have T, SP. So technically, all the corner things or all the corner variables are always present. No? So yeah, if you will be having this one, so we have here the change in Helmholtz free energy is equivalent. So again, this one is dV. We have here dt. No? Ito yung kailangan natin dalawang to. They are both negative, di ba? So it should be negative P dV. Negative T. Ah, D. Negative S. So S dV. Okay, they are both negative. Ano? So yeah, I think there's another one no for gives free energy. GPT SV. So for GPT-SV, the derived equation is like uh, this one is T, no Tito. dP dt. So we have here negative S, no positive V. So VDP minus S is tama ba ako? Yeah, is our derived equation for the change in Gibbs free energy. So, ganun siya ginagawa. No, baka kasi nakita nyo sa libro, no, hindi natin mag-gets. So, dyan tayo nagmula sa thermodynamic properties square. Okay? Malaki. Okay ba? Okay ba? So, huwag mawawala. No. Okay, so labis ako ng slide. So, disregard natin tong slide na to. No? Kasi so dito tayo. Meron pa rin tinatawag na Maxwell's relations, no? Yung Maxwell's relations naman, sir, guys, no? Nakukuha lang din naman ulit natin siya from nakukuha lang naman ulit natin siya from what? From thermodynamic property square. Okay? So this time, no, the Maxwell's relations is the relationship na lang naman ng inyong mga external or mga canonical variables. Okay? Yung mga corner variables, yung relationship naman na yan, ang ating makukuha from that. Okay? So, what do I mean? No, we are not concerned with the internal, with the energies. We are just concerned with the canonical variables here. Okay. So, paano yung notation natin? Our motion here is always clockwise. No? Clockwise muna tayo. So, for example, ay, ganun pa din naman yan, no? For P, for pressure, no? So, for pressure, we have here the thermodynamic property square. Right? So, P, T, V, S. And this one. Okay. So, to get our P, the partial or the derivative of P, no? So, ang gagawin lang natin, no? Going here, so you will be writing your dP, no? You will be writing your dP. So going clockwise, okay? So you will be arriving to T. So over dT, okay? So they have an inverse relationship, no? Somewhat ganon. Okay. So ano natin, i-close sa parenthesis, from T going to V, ibig sabihin, this is a constant volume, no? So ibig sabihin, uh, the partial or let's say the derivative or the change in pressure with respect to the change in temperature at constant volume is equal ay equal siya Pupunta naman tayo sa kabila, counterclockwise naman ng variable na hindi mo nagamit. Again, variable na hindi mo nagamit. So you have here the S. Clockwise yung motion. Punta dito. Okay. Change in entropy over the change in volume. Diba? Papunta tayo dito. So, ibig sabihin, okay, so for Maxwell's relations, yung change of pressure natin with respect to temperature at constant volume, no, is equivalent lamang sa change in entropy at with respect to volume at constant temperature. So there is somewhat an overlapping of the variables, no. Ibig sabihin, if we are calculating, no, if we are calculating with the pressure, no, we are calculating the pressure of a system with respect given tayo ng temperature at constant volume. So, yung makukuha nating sagot doon is equal lang sa makukuha nating sagot kung ang given sa atin is a change in entropy. No? Kung ano yung makukuha natin doon, yun lang, same lang sila dalawa. Okay? So, that's the relationship of the variables. Ibig sabihin, no, kapag meron tayong apat na yan, no, you can just play in with the formula. No, wala pa tayo mismo formula, ha? We are just dealing with the relationship of the formulas. Okay. So, may isa pa akong slide after pa nito. Ano ko ba na? Kailangan ko palang pagkasyahin. So, for temperature, pretty much the same. Okay, so we have here S, P, V, T. Clockwise muna tayo. The change in temperature with respect to the change in volume at constant entropy is equivalent to the change in pressure. Oh, mali ako. Mali. This one is wrong. It should be clockwise. Counterclockwise. So, it is equivalent lamang sa, ano yung hindi ka ginamit pressure, no? It is equivalent lang sa change in pressure over with respect to the change in entropy over, papunta dito at constant volume. No. So, this is the relationship naman for the temperature. Okay, so sa pag in-apply natin yung formula, natin maintindihan kung ano ba yung sinasabi natin. For the meantime, kuhain muna natin yung mga relasyon ng mga formula na yan para later on, hindi na tayo para mag-derive pa. Para later on, pag nakuha na natin yung final equation, hindi na tayo para mag-explain pa kung bakit nag-arrive tayo sa mga final equation na yun. Kasi if you will be checking your Venice, again, the 9th edition and the 8th edition, so the formula there were like, bigla na nag-appear, no? Without any further explanation. Kung saan nanggaling, bakit yung formula halimbawa ng temperature ng isang substance is nagkakamayawan ng volume, nagkakamayawan ng entropy, wherein hindi natin alam kung saan siya nanggaling. And also, in your thermodynamics, no? Diba? Sa chatter mo, nagamit din dapat to. So, may pattern lang naman. So, kung ano yung meron, i-utilize lang natin. Ganun lang siya. So, when you are dealing with volume, so for volume naman, okay, so we have your P, P, V, S, volume. So clockwise tayo. Gather of the volume with respect to the entropy. Tama. Volume, papunta dyan at constant pressure is equivalent lamang sa change na temperature at constant with respect to pressure at constant entropy. Okay? So technically, yung constant tsaka yung denominator is nagbabago lang if you will be looking on the pattern. Okay, nagbabaliktad lang yan. For entropy, SP, I think that na-cover yun sa physical chem. Yeah, I think dapat na. So we have here, kapunta dito, so that the partial of entropy with respect to partial pressure at constant temperature is equivalent. No? So V, partial of V over partial of T at constant pressure. Okay, these are the relationships of your canonical variables. Again, kung meron tayo yan, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na wala tayong masasolve, no? So, para lang siyang, mas mahirap na version ng mga PXY, mga PT natin, para mas mahirap na version ng VLE. No? Kasi sa VLE, we're just dealing with the pressure and temperature, di ba? Dito, meron na siyang ibang dagdag. No? Kaya hindi na siya pwedeng sabihin, hindi makakompute kasi they are somewhat related. So, nakuha na sundan naman yung derivation ng formula. Nakukuha pa naman. No? Nandiyan pa naman kayo. Ay, tatlong araw tayo magpapalit po. Hindi nyo matatakasan. Okay. So again, derive lang tayo hanggang Thursday. So kung ano lang, so, pero I think you need this talaga. Kasi I don't know how Sir Ode and Sir Radsel will make the exam. Mali mo, pa-derive sila ng equation, edi tapos tayo pag di tayo maalam. No? Again, hindi nyo shift solve to. Unlike other, ano natin. Kasi derivations tayo. Uh, Nasaan na naman ang slide? Okay. Ba't tayo may naman? Okay. So, if you will be checking on the first paragraph of your chapter, I think 11 or 10, I forgot. No? So, from the fundamental property relations, ang pinaka gamitin or pinaka pinagpo-focusan ng Vanes, ng Smith, Vanes, and Abbott na book is the so-called Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy. Okay? So all the calculations, all the derivation of formula is evolving, from wait lang, may nag-message naman kasi. Okay. So gives free energy ang pinagpo-focusan. Bakit? So if you will be checking the canonical variables of the Gibbs free energy from your thermodynamic property square, your Gibbs free energy is here, and the variables involved are the pressure and the temperature. So we all know naman na in thermo, di ba? In your thermo or in any chemical engineering processes, no, ang normally ginagalaw ng parameters or variables are both the pressure and the temperature. Tama? Pag in-increase mo sa pressure, ano nangyayari sa temperature, ano. Kasi normally, in a system kasi, in a thermodynamic or in a chemical engineering system, ang ating pinag-uusapan ay closed system. So therefore, the volume is not that much important. No, kasi normally kasi sa closed system, no, ang closed system kasi is more of constant volume system. No, diba? Pag sinabi natin closed system, walang changes in the number of moles, right? So therefore, walang changes in the volume kasi the volume is somewhat related to the number of moles. So that's why, this topic, is more of the closed system. No, ibig sabihin, kapag naglagay tayo sa isang tangke ng ganito kadami, all throughout, wala tayong dinadagdag. No? Even meron, okay. Tama. Wala tayong dinadagdag doon. Yun lang siya. Iniiwan na natin siya doon, no? Then, siya na yun. So, kung wala tayong dinadagdag, therefore, there is a constant volume. That's why, ang properties na ginagalaw lang natin is the pressure and temperature. Sir, di ba po pag ginalaw natin ang temperature, somewhat yung volume natin from the kung liquid phase is mababawasan kasi mag-vaporize. Yung time na kami nabawasan. Pero, sa nagpunta lang? Yung moles or yung volume na naalis, di ba? Naging vapor lang siya. So, technically, wala pa ding pagbabago sa volume natin. Naintindihan? So, that's why Gibbs free energy yung pinag-uusapan or magiging focus ng study. Kasi, yun lang yung mga variables na ginagalaw natin eh. Okay? So, yeah. So, with this, no, alakita naman natin, no, the change in the Gibbs free energy. It's just equivalent data, diba? From the fundamental property relations. Ito lang yan. No? So, if a system, kung halimbawa i-define natin na halimbawa ang system natin ay yung system ay closed system, ganun-ganun. So, meron tayong component A, meron tayong component B, or component 1, component 2, no? So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong multi-phase, meron tayong um, hindi pala, mali. Okay? So, if your system goes like this, no? So, you have a component here of A, no, in the system. Ano ba, single component system lang siya. Okay? Single component system lang siya. Having a component, no? Meron tayo yan. So, if we have a number of moles there, and if you want, halimbawa na merong gusto mong gumulo yung system natin, na gusto mong mag-quantify, or gusto mong mahanap yung number of moles, so you can just simply put it here, no? That the change in gives free energy in terms of the number of moles. So, is equivalent lang naman. So, NV, diba? BP natin minus NS. So, naglagay lang tayo ng number of moles natin. No, pero still, it is just the same. No, ito ay same lang dito. In-account lang natin yung presence ng moles na nandoon sa ating system. No? Pero again, kung closed system nga yan, yung N natin dyan will not change, constant. Okay? Yung N natin dyan, yung N natin dyan is constant. Okay? Okay? So, in-account lang natin siya. Ano? That is for constant. That is for, okay. Kung magiging constant yung constant pressure yung system natin, so therefore, this equation, constant pressure, const P, no? It will just be like the change in the Gibbs free energy and the number of moles is equivalent to negative N of S natin. Or if you will be writing it in the notation like this, no? It's just this one. It's just kung gagawin natin sa Maxwell's relation natin, no? Ang notation, no? Ibig sabihin, the change, no? And the Gibbs free energy and the number of moles with respect to the change in temperature at constant, no? At constant pressure and constant number of moles is equivalent lang naman sa negative and S natin. So, ito lang din naman ito. Ang mga sinasabi lang natin dito, no, that the change, no, of the Gibbs free energy with respect to temperature at constant pressure and number of moles, no, it's just it's just equivalent here, diba? So basically, pinaka-complicate lang natin yung things, no, and we're in closed system naman, hindi naman natin siya kailangan. No, it is just also equivalent lang naman. Okay, mali, nasulat ko pa yun. For closed system, again, for closed system, walang nangyayaring changes in number of moles. Therefore, it is just this. No? Constant pressure is equivalent to the entropy natin. Okay? This is for closed system. For constant temperature, so diretso ko na siya. So it's like mg over NE at constant temperature and number of moles is equivalent to N. Okay? So this is the relationship lang. Again, a closed system, no? For closed system, kung saan single lang yung facing natin and there is no chemical reaction. Kasi 'di ba guys, when a chemical reaction occur, no? Halimbawa, meron kang dalawang component na present, no? Kapag nagkameron ng chemical reaction, there is a change in the number of moles, tama? Tama ba? Kasi there is a so-called limiting and excess, no? So, kung meron ka chemical reaction na nag-occur, even sabihin natin na closed to system natin, there is a change in the number of moles. So therefore, in a closed system, it violates the condition na dapat yung closed system walang change in number of moles or volume. So yeah. So these equations, no, these two equations is only valid, let's say this is 1, now this is 2. Now these two equations were valid only for closed system na walang chemical reaction. Ibig sabihin, nagmix ka lang ng substances mo, walang ibang nangyari. Like, nagsama ka lang, no? Walang other things na nangyari. That's for closed system. You know? You can hold the number of moles constant kasi nga, there is no chemical reaction happening. And the temperature is constant and the pressure is constant depending on the conditions. Okay? So again, there is no change in the number of moles, so you can just neglect the presence of N. Okay? Okay ba? That's for closed system, ha? Closed system only. Okay? So now, paano naman sir kapag open? Diba? Pag open system, okay. For open system, no? Now, open yung system natin. There is a change in the number of moles because there is a change in the volume. Diba? Tama? Pag open yung system natin, pag open yung system natin, diba? Ang open system is basically defined wherein the energy and both the energy and the matter can exchange with the environment. So if the energy, sa closed system kasi, energy transfer, diba? Pwede siya lumabas, but the matter can. However, when we talk about open system, para sa silang pwedeng lumabas. So therefore, there can be a change in the number of moves, right? So, ang mangyayari na din dyan, no? yung ating, yung ating, yung ating gives free energy, no? Ito, kaya kanina, nilagay na tong N na to. Kasi parang ngayon, hindi na siya basta-basta sumilpo. Ano? So, the number of energy natin, no, the gives free energy, the number of moles, will now be a function of the pressure, the temperature, the number of moles in species 1, number of moles species 2, up to the number of mole of the species n, kung ilang mga species or components yung present. So, ano po ang ibig sabihin? You know, even though sometimes we are holding this one constant, no, the other number of moles is still not constant. So, ano yung sinasabi ko dito? Okay. So, if you will be getting the change in the gives free energy with respect to moles, again, sinama ko lang siya dyan kasi nga po, in open system, hindi na nagiging ano natin. And our gives free energy is directly related sa ating number of moles, no? Kung nagbabago yung number of moles natin, so nagbabago din yung gives free energy natin. So, the N here is will act as a multiplier ng moles. Okay? So, now, ang mangyayari natin dito is, no, our function, which is the change in energy natin, as a function of pressure, okay, ano, no? So, ibig sabihin, our function here, this is our function here. So, with respect to pressure, okay, is related pala with respect to constant temperature, number of moles natin. Okay? Number of moles natin. Okay? So, sir, paano yun? Ikaw sasabi nyo kanina, ano yung number of moles at yung multiplier. In this case kasi, kung halimbawa, meron tayo, example, binary system. So, binary system, you have two components, diba? The 1 and the 2. So, ibig sabihin, in this case, no, am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right now so far. Yeah. So, yeah. At constant number of moles muna. So, later ko pala ito open. Okay. So, the summation of the other one, no? Okay, tama naman. Okay. So, it is just a function. So, definitely, i-add na additive lang naman yan kasi function natin. So, we have here the change in the number, it gives free energy with respect naman tayo sa change in temperature at constant pressure and constant number of moles. And lastly, okay, we have the summation of, let's say, at I. Okay, may ako explain. Constant pressure, temperature, and energy, which is equivalent. Okay. So, sir, ano po yung mga pinagsusulat natin diyan? So, na-mention ko kanina, di ba, that you're in an open system, the change in Gibbs free energy is now what? A function of the is now a function of the number of modes, di ba? Kasi open yung system natin eh. No. Okay. So, if example, meron kayong binary system, dalawang component, no, 1 and 2. Agriface. Puta, may mga food export. Oh my God. May food export. Yun. Yun lang naman yung kailangan namin, location for food expo. Wala, hindi naman namin kailangan ng laro. Okay? Ay, nasa na? So, may gumulat. Okay. So, sabi ko nga, no, the change in the Gibbs free energy is now a function, now a function of your number of moles, not just the canonical variables pressure and temperature. So, ano yung mangyayari dito kapag naging function na siya? If you will be looking on the first term, no, first term, no, the change in the Gibbs free energy with respect to temperature, with respect to pressure, at constant temperature and number of moles, no, that's your first term, no. Ang una mong gagawin, solve natin si Gibbs free energy muna at constant temperature, constant number of moles, no. Pressure pa lang yung pinag-uusapan natin. So when we talk about the second one, no, if it is constant pressure, so temperature naman yung gagalaw, right? So and for the last term, it will just be the summation. No, when we talk about the summation, what is this summation? No, this one, no. So ang ibig sabihin nito, with respect to ni, meaning to say if it is one, no, if it is the most of one, so ibig sabihin nagbabago yun, hindi na siya constant. Pero still, constant yung pressure natin, constant yung temperature natin, constant yung number of moles natin of the other species, no? Hindi no species na nagva-vary. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung yan ay the change in the Gibbs free energy with respect to the number of moles, change in the number of moles of species 1 at constant pressure, temperature, and moles of species 2. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng ating J is not equivalent to I. Okay? Okay ba doon? Kasi baka malito kung bakit meron tayong change of number of moles. So, ito ay... Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng ating sinasabi dyan. So, therefore, our final form of the equation, para lang di tayo maguluhan ulit, no, is that the change in the Gibbs free energy is equivalent na mag-square bracket ako kasi medyo nauusi ako sa daming parentheses. No? Okay? So, pag binasa natin siya later, I will like ibig sabihin natin dyan, no? The partial, the change, no? The partial derivative, okay, the partial derivative of our equation uh, of the Gibbs free energy with respect to the partial derivative of pressure is a constant P and N, no? A constant temperature and number of moles plus These two, no, it's just the function. Para mag-arrive lang tayo, if we do this, no, if we like take all the partial, no, makukuha natin yung pinaka partial, let's say, makukuha natin itong the partial of our gives free energy. Ibig sabihin, the gives free energy is just the summation. Now, the summation of the gives free energy with respect to different variables, no? So, ibig sabihin, yung gives free energy natin is just a function, no? Kung isa-sum up natin, yung gives free energy natin at constant temperature number of moles, at yung gives free energy natin, constant pressure and number of moles, at yung constant gives free energy natin at PNT natin, dun pa natin nakukuha yung tinatawag natin total gives free energy. Okay? Which is this DNG. Okay ba? Nakukuha ba? Yun yung relationship na, no? So, hindi porket sinabing constant pressure lang pinag-uusapan natin, no? Hindi natin i-consider itong dalawang ito, no? So, in getting this one, so sinabi constant pressure lang daw. So, ibig sabihin, varying yung both. So, therefore, you will be still solving for that. No? So, yun yung sinasabi natin relationship ng atom. Again, gives free energy no, at a certain number of moles is just the summation. It's just the total gives free energy at different parameter conditions. Okay? So, pwede magbago pressure, yes. Pwede magbago temperature, yes. Pwede magbago both, yes. So, yan ang sinasabi natin dyan. Okay pa ba? Nasasabaw na din sila. Ganyan-ganyan yung isang section kahapon. So, I think this will, ganyan-ganyan, isang section kahapon. Ano, until Thursday lang naman yung I think the revision. Then after that, we will be, direct, mga formula na. Kasi yung formula kasi, bigla na nag-appear. So, makikita nyo kasi, pag may naka-formula na tayo, kung bakit may H at may S. Diba? Kaya natin kailangan ipakita itong mga ganito. Okay? So, yeah, kung may hindi nasusundan, kung I think may nag-ano naman, nag-record, so pwedeng panoorin. Kung wala, there's always the YouTube, pag-correct ko, So, I'm just trying din my best to explain it in a way na ka-level ng wavelength natin. Na hindi na mga Indian. Medyo magugulo sila doon mag-explain. So, I'm trying to explain na in a manner na ka-level natin. Okay. So, may bago naman tayo i-introduce. No? So, for tayo derivation. Okay. So, chemical potential. So, when you look here, no, when you look onto this term, okay, when you look into this term, okay, nakikita natin na the gives free energy as a function of the change in the number of moles, di ba? Nakikita natin dyan that your gives free energy, no, is a function with respect to the number of moles, right? So, so ibig sabihin, kapag gumagalaw si number of moles, gumagalaw din si gives free energy. Tama? Kasi they are related. No? They are related. Kapag gumalaw, para siyang rate. No? Consider it as a rate. Diba? So, kapag yung mga velocity, let's say, example is, halimbawa, meron tayong rate meter per second. So, i-relate lang natin siya dito. Parang ganun, diba? So, kapag kapag naglayo tayo ng distance, no, parang lumalaki din yung time na kailangan natin. Parang ganun. Parang somewhat ganun, no? Hindi pa. Mas gumulo yung explanation. Wait lang. Paano ko siya i-explain na hindi tayo magugulo? Okay. Okay. So, if you will be looking here, no, if you will be looking the change in gives free energy is directly related. No? Ibig sabihin, Kapag gumalaw nga, yung number of moles natin, gagalaw din si Gibbs free energy and vice versa. No? Kapag gumalaw si Gibbs free energy, gagalaw din si number of moles. Kasi ang nakalagay naman dyan, the constant pressure and temperature. No? So, ibig sabihin, moles, number of moles na yung nagbabago. Right? So, kapag ganun yun, sinasabi na natin dyan that uh, the change, no, the gives free energy, no, o ibig sabihin, ang gives free energy natin is nagbabago kapag nagbabago yung number of moves natin. If you will be focusing on this formula, you can say that the gives free energy, no, is also, let's say, the uh, rate of change, no, of Gibbs, of GE na lang, of Gibbs free GFE, no, of Gibbs free energy with respect to the number of species. Ibig sabihin nga, sinasabi ko na, paulit-ulit ako, no, na yung ating uh, paggalaw ng ating uh, paggalaw ng ating, pag gumalaw to, gagalaw din to, right? So, and vice versa. Hindi. Pag gumalaw to, may effect siya dito, di ba? So, that's the rate of change that gives free energy and it is related to the number of moles. So, hindi related din po siya sa pressure and temperature, yes, no? Pero if we are in an open system, no, we are in an open system, so, we need to, let's say, we need to consider the topmost priority natin is the number of moles. Kasi there is a change in the number of moles kapag ganyan, no? And uh, both in open and in closed system, yung effect naman ng temperature and pressure are the same, no? Ang pinaka main difference is that in an open system, there's a change in the number of moles. Therefore, mas may effect siya as compared to the pressure and the temperature variables. Kasi nga po, sa closed system at open system, manenegate lang natin yan if ever we will be comparing the two. Diba? Kasi sa closed system, meron tayong nito, diba? Meron tayo nito sa closed system, diba? Meron din tayo nito, the equations 1 and 2. So open system, meron din tayo yan, diba? So if you will be comparing the two equations, therefore, makakancel out lang sa kanya. And ang mag-stand out is what? Yung natitirang variable, which is this one. Ano, that's why ito yung pag-uusapan natin, the rate of change. Okay. So ano yung pinag-usapan natin yan? No? The DG or the change in the Gibbs free energy over the change in the number of moles is just the also so-called the chemical potential mu I. Okay? So it's just the chemical potential. So the chemical potential mu I is the driving force for mass transfer equations. If you have mass transfer, na parang yung mu I natin, so if halimbawa meron tayong system dito, may system tayo dyan, halimbawa meron diyang A, component A, therefore in that vapor phase may A din, di ba? Parang ganun. Okay? So, ang tinatawag ng chemical potential is yung movement ng mga moles dito, ng moles ng vapor at moles ng liquid. Di ba? In equilibrium, no? And in mass transfer, ang tendency ng ating mga moles to achieve equilibrium or to achieve balance between the two phases is mag-travel. No? Mag-travel. Ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa, ang moles of A in the liquid phase natin is around 0.8, no? Halimbawa, dito ay moles of A is like 0.8, no? And the Y of A here is around 0.2, no? To achieve equilibrium, no? To achieve equilibrium, ang tendency natin, the moles of A will go to the vapor phase, no? So, in single phase systems, no, this is wherein XA and YA natin is equivalent to 1. It is equal, no? So, ibig sabihin, no, uh, yung movement ng A from higher concentration to lower concentration, which is the vapor phase, no, to achieve equilibrium, yung tinatawag natin chemical potential, di ba? Gumalaw yung number of moles. Tama? Tama ba? Gumalaw yung number of moles, no? Nagalaw tayo ng number of moles, therefore, magagalaw din yung energy related to that. Diba ganun yun? Ganun tayo sa chem, no? Sa chem natin, kapag nagkameron ng movement ng number of moles, there is a change in the energy. Diba, Fika? Movement of molecules sa mga kinetic molecular theory, if you can still remember. No? So, gumalaw tayo ng number of moles. So, ang tendency natin is magkakamera ng release ng energy. Di ba? Tama. Magkakamera ng release ng energy na in return, i-accept ng kabilang system. In this case, yung release ng energy natin, no, is the Gibbs free energy, for example, no? The release of energy nito, kasi syempre, let's say, nagpasok ka ng heat dyan, ng temp, no? So, the molecules will go up, and up, no? Yung release ng energy na ginawa ng molecules natin is maa-absorb ng system natin, ng isang system natin sa taas, no? Kaya sinasabi ko nga sa inyo, yun yung sinasabi ko na kapag gumalaw yung number of moles natin, by like by the means of any variable like pressure and temperature changes, so magagalaw din si energy or the Gibbs free energy natin. Nakukuha na ba yung idea? Nakukuha na ba yung idea? Like, di ba? Gumalaw yung energy, gumalaw yung molecules natin, nag-travel siya. So, yung pag-travel ng molecules mo dito, from this point, initially nandito siya, no, to achieve equilibrium or to achieve balance, tatravel siya sa lower concentration. No? Kapag nasa lower concentration na siya, so mag-accumulate din siya dyan. So we're in return, yung inyong uh, mole fraction or the concentrations, no, the concentrations of the liquid and vapor phase were like somewhat equal. Okay? So, and yung movement na yon, it's the chemical potential. This one. Ano? This whole one. Yung movement ng ating molecule sa punta sa ibang part is the chemical potential. No? Because there is a concentration difference. Okay? There is a concentration difference. It is the so-called chemical potential. No? In mass transfer equations in your hemata, mag-iiba yung term dyan. Pero still, there is a concentration gradient na nangyayari. And again, kapag gumalaw yung molecules mo from this one, papunta sa ibang location, there is a kinetic energy involved. So there's an energy involved, no? Ang paggalaw niya, so kung meron tayong boundary, no, here, no, yung paggalaw ng energy natin papunta dito, paggalaw ng molecules, meron siyang associated na energy, right? Where in return, that energy is the so-called Gibbs, parang siya yung related sa Gibbs free energy. Kaya sinasabi ko na kapag gumalaw or nagbago yung number of moles natin, nagbabago din ang Gibbs free energy natin. Okay? So, sige, tapusin ko na itong Gibbs free natin. No? Then, natin siya ito lang. So in return, kung ito daw pala is a chemical potential, so therefore, the mu I natin, or the change in the potential energy is just equivalent, diba? So change in gives free energy over the change in the number of moles at constant pressure, temperature, dNi to. Okay? So, and Nj, which is not equivalent to 1. So that's the same thing. Kasi sabi nga, equal lang to in. So inequate lang natin siya. So if equal lang pala siya, no? Makikita niyo itong sunod na equation sa Vanes. So dito lang siya nagmula. If equal lang pala siya, therefore, no, the total gives free energy natin is equivalent, no? Dito. Diyos ko, sakit sa ulo ng derivation. Okay, P and M dt plus the summation of I of our of this one, no? Ito lang din, pinalitan lang natin dn. Okay. You will see this equation in your vanes. Okay? And dyan siya nanggaling. Okay? So kasi minsan nakikita na lang natin sa vanes, di ba? Sawi-sawi na yung nakalagay. Nakakapikon. Okay, that's so far. Ayan muna tayo, so far. So, yeah, 'di ba? Makapansin natin puro blank slides na 'to kasi nga po uh, we will be just deriving equations so far. Then sa padulo pa yung baka may probably next week pa yung mga sample problems natin. Huwag naman po sana. Pero mas okay kung face-to-face class yung sample problems. Okay, I think that's it muna for the chemical potential and for today. So I think nasabaw, no? So ganun-ganon yung kabilang section. So walang masama dyan. So mapaprocess nyo din yan. Magagets din natin yan kung paano siya nag-equilibrate. So again, ang pinaka-heart ng topic natin, kapag malaki ng molecules, ito pag gives free energy as explained by this. Yun lang yun. Later on, nakikita niyo pa kung paano pa yung mga movement natin. Okay? So, yeah, that's it. I think that's it for today. So, well, see you tomorrow. CEL, group 4, yeah. No? Uh, I think alas 2 yata yun. Alas 3. So, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye!